Alright. Now, it's time for us to finally carry on with our party, so let's go and speak with Erenville to take on the level 93 main story quest entitled The Promise of Peace. Erenville will propose a course of action. I think it's time we return to Turiolal. After scaling Tural's tallest mountain and battling a legendary beast to the death, even dauntless heroes like you could probably use a rest. In any case, there are preparations to be made before we can visit the next destination laid out in the saga. Alright. Respite would be most welcome. I believe the forward cabins are calling all names. And Wuklamat's ready to go back too. Thank you to Zermer and the High Luminary Gerfler for your hospitality, and we're glad we could help you to deal with Molly Garmanda, so let's head on back to Tuliolal. Alright. Let's head on over to the cabins. Hello everyone. Rest well everyone. We can meet back here later on. And we'll see you then. I have a small errand to run in the city, so I'll leave you to recover. Alright. Will you be heading to the palace, Wuklamat? Wuklamat, did you hear me? I guess she must be fixated on something, maybe trying to get her keystone back? Lost in her own little world, it seems. Well, no matter. I'll be back soon enough. An attendant is standing by to unlock your cabin. Enjoy your stay. Thank you, Miss Peshwa. Hopefully this time we won't run into anyone wanting to pull us away from resting. Yeah, out onto the beautiful seaside cabins. I'll speak with the attendant. Welcome back, Master Griffin. Your cabin is just as you left it, minus a light layer of dust. So yeah, let's just enjoy this for a little while. Oh, there's a knock at the door. So who is it? Oh, hi, Wook.
You have a moment?
Sure. Yeah, come on in. At least you're more willing to take my invitation than Rika had with the other Scions.
There's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Go on.
So,
Oh. Cat got your tongue? You're like, well, come out with it. How are you gonna be a Dawn servant if you can't even get those two words out of your mouth?
It's just too stuffy in here, that's what.
Yeah, there you go, making up excuses.
We should go outside. Aye, a nice walk in the fresh air. That's what we need.
Oh man. Are you sure you're not making up an excuse to try and go for tacos again? I mean, who knows, if we're lucky we might actually get some. You really think so there, Bubba? Wow. Wook? Sorry to drag you away from your nice comfortable cabin, but I could feel the walls closing in. Oh, I know. I'll take you to one of my favorite places in Tuliolal. That should help me get my thoughts in order. We'll go to the Resplendent Quarter and make our way up from there. Alright. Well, then let's go follow. So yeah, specifically, she's gonna be right there. And don't worry, we will get to these side quests once we're done on this particular quest. Here she is. Oh, looks like you found someone to talk to. Peshua, what are you doing up and about? Is your back feeling better? It's much healed now, so don't make a fuss. Besides, I can't be lounging in bed all day when you're out there fighting your hardest to win the throne. You're the claimant with the greatest love for peace. I love this nation of ours, and lending you my support is the least I can do. Yeah, I don't think she realizes just how many hearts she's actually touched. When I see you smile like that, how can I not be encouraged? There's plenty more who believe in your cause. I can recruit a whole battalion of smiling faces if you think that will help. Yours alone is more than enough. Thank you, Peshua. And thank you, Third Promise. I shall pray for your success in the contests. Now that we've had that conversation, all those smiling faces. Meanwhile, yeah, I've been here the whole time. Sorry, Mathia, I'm getting distracted. It's just that with the progress we made in the contest, even these everyday encounters feel that much more special. I'm sure they do. Do you think that we can take our time? Maybe wander around a little first? Then we can head up to that spot that I was thinking of. Okay. Yeah, just walk up these stairs. And so, as the sun begins to set, yeah, you're probably waiting for just the right time, weren't you? Take a deep breath.
This is much better.
Wish you could do this every day?
I used to come here all the time when I was little. Would look out over the whole city, and whatever worries I had would seem so small. Do you remember what I said at the top of Orkor Zormor? That I would fight to preserve Papa's peaceful Tural?
That hasn't changed, has it?
Well, I've been thinking a lot since then.
And?
About what peace really means. If it's just the absence of war. And it brought to mind all the best parts of our journey so far.
Yeah, you've already done a lot. Yeah, riding with Hanu Hanu, helping out Mablu, teaming up with the Moblins, and saving the Yokui from Vali Garmanda. And of course, just now.
I realized nothing gives me greater joy than the happiness of others. Life has its ups and downs, but the company of family and friends and the music of their laughter is what makes it worth living. And as silly as it might sound, come to believe that those smiling faces are the best measure of peace.
Yeah, the sort of thing I expected you to say, or you wish for a world like in the Yokui's dream, or ideals are nice in theory. Yeah, I mean, given what we know about you so far.
Really? I feel proud somehow.
You should be.
It's an answer I arrived at by trying to be true to myself. That you think I succeeded, it means a lot. So, this is my plan. When I become Dawn Servant, I'll build on Papa's peace. Our people will live together in happiness.
Yeah, you want to make sure everyone can hear it.
It's just like Kryl said. By taking the time to hear their concerns, understand their feelings, and consider how best to serve, with each passing day, I'll be that much closer to becoming the leader I want to be. It's hard for me to say how much I've changed since the contest began. But there's one thing I can say with confidence. I wouldn't have come this far without you as allies.
I'm glad you acknowledged that much at least. Because yeah, you certainly have relied on us a lot.
If it wasn't for you all listening and feeling and thinking along with me, I would have never learned so much, and in so short a time. There are 2 keystones left. After everything that's happened, and imagining what could happen, are you still willing to walk this path with me?
Well, we've come this far, haven't we?
Thank the gods for that. Well, I've nothing else to get off my chest. I need to head to the palace, but I'll see you back at the cabins.
Sure thing. Alright, until we meet again. And so, Mathai gets himself a much-needed sleep. And then we're on to the next day. Good thing I'm not lying on my tail. Not often we see the Warrior of Light actually sleeping properly. And what greets us is nothing short of beautiful. Yeah, up and at 'em, Mathia. We're into the home stretch. But I'm sure I'd love to get your opinions. Are you guys as surprised as I was when I did my initial run here that we're already 5 keystones through and we're only still on level 93 main story quests? Because I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting these trials to be spread out through the entire duration of the main story, but we only need 2 more. There's only 2 more trials still to do. So as we round the corner, let's speak with Alphino to complete this quest. You look to be in good spirits. I assume your leisure time was well spent. I was glad to snatch some quality sleep myself. After all, it will soon be back to the road for us. Indeed it will be, so we'll take our 1,034,000 experience points and 1,459 gil. And with that, we get the achievements for Peaceful Intentions, and Mathia is level 95. As a Dragoon, of course. We still have a lot of other stuff to work on. But I will let you guys know as well, I have now got myself to the point where I can say that I have now grinded my Viper to level 90. So I've got that. And my Pictomancer is also now at level 90. So all of my combat jobs, with the exception of Blue Mage of course, are now all at least level 90. And of course, as mentioned before, I have my 3 jobs that I have at 100 currently, which is my White Mage, Red Mage, and also my Dancer. And then before long, I'll have my Dragoon and Paladin there too. So now, let's switch back my Paladin because there are now side quests for us to go and take on. And for those of you wondering, we will get to this eventually. We will get back to these other job quests in and around Jabali of Tai, but for now, we're going to go ahead and knock out these various side quests that have popped up in and around the city of Tuliyollal, because by the looks of it, it's only 3 for now. So, we'll start over in the Resplendent Quarter first. You know, still dealing with a throat problem. Yeah, I think I need to get myself another suck on some more lozenges. Yeah, it's a good thing these particular lozenges that I'm sucking on I can keep consuming without overdosing or anything, which is nice. Anyway, we came across this little pond here in the Resplendent Quarter, and standing among them is this precocious little Mamul Jah. Let's go ahead and speak with them to take on our first of this round of side quests here in Tuliyollal, entitled Painter on the Hill. The precocious Mamul Jah is looking for a grown-up she can trust.
Hey mister, will you help me? Earlier today, I got a pretty painting of the city from a Shatona painter, and I showed it to my mom, and she really liked it. Then she sent me to deliver this fruit as a thank you gift, but now the painter isn't here anymore, and I don't know what to do. Could you help me look around?
Sure.
Yay! Okay, so the painter was going to make one more picture like this.
Yeah, this is one of those quests where you have to find a specific spot.
Which means wherever we can see this view, that's where we'll find him.
Speak with the precious Mamul Jah and have her accompany you.
Let's go find that painter. The picture shows the rooftops and harbor from above, so it must have been taken from somewhere up high.
You are now carrying the landscape from high ground. Refer to it back as necessary to find the designated location. And the precocious Mamul Jah is now accompanying you. Yeah, it's gonna be in this general area. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a little bit of altitude. Yeah, we need a certain spot. Doesn't look like we can necessarily see it from here. It looks like one more tier is in order. We gotta make sure that we gotta see it just like it is here. Which, honestly, we're not far off. And maybe we just need to drop down a little. Oh! Well, maybe not that far. Ow! Crap. crap! Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I wanted to descend a little, not all the way. Yeah, that's not quite what I had in mind. Yeah, turns out, here's where she is. And so... Greetings, traveler. Oh, and I see you brought the little Momo jar from earlier. Indeed I did.
I was looking all over for you. My mom said to give this to you as our thanks for the pretty painting.
There you go. You came all this way just to thank me with a snack? You're far too kind, little one. 'Twas little more than a doodle. I was rewarded enough by the smile on your face. A doodle? You're very humble, sir. I take it you're her chaperone then. Thank you for looking out for her. Glad we could help. This town has a special place in my heart. We Chateaunard are a long-lived people, and I've had the good fortune of watching the community sprout up from nothing. I used to think that this country would never amount to much, but seeing all these vibrant cultures thriving alongside one another in harmony, I wish to immortalize its beauty with what talent yet remains to me.
You must really love Tuliolor, huh? Well, don't worry. Me and my mom are going to love your painting forever and ever and ever!
It is an honor, little one. Now then, seeing as I've finished my current painting, I think it's time I found a new vista to admire. I hope to see you around, friends. Oh, it's nice to meet you, sir. And your really impressive fire-laden pants.
I've never really thought about how pretty our town is. I feel like I learned something today.
Yeah, now that you did, you're gonna need to get back to your mom because she's probably worried sick because it's nighttime.
Thanks again for helping me find the painter, mister. I'm gonna take good care of this picture, that I will. But before you go, here, this is for you.
Oh, a gift for me as well? Thank you so much. So she heads on off. We'll enjoy the beautiful scenery as we accept 398,160 experience points. No gil, given that this was from a child, but she does give us 2 servings of shrimp cocktail. Yeah, just drink that all in. In fact, if I can... Ah, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, you want to be nice and do something cool for someone, and then no. Alright, so looks like we're going back to the cabins to get to the nearest spot for the next quest. Alright, we're off. It doesn't look like we'll be that far from the gates. As we speak with this Landsguard Drum Major. Is this a bear? No, it is a Jabral, but geez, with that hairstyle you would have mistaken for a bear. Heck, he even has a face that looks like a bear. Wow. Interesting. So, let's take on this Ursa Drum Major and take on his quest entitled For Whom the Drum Beats. The Landsguard Drum Major has lost track of one of his drummers. Is it another bear? Breathtaking, isn't it? I'd wager you'd be hard-pressed to find a more majestic drum anywhere. Alas, it is exquisite as it is to the elements, it requires a lot of upkeep, which is where we of the Fife and Drum Corps come in. Speaking of which, what's taking him so long? Maybe he's scared of getting mauled by a bear. Say, you strike me as the dependable sort. Might I trouble you to find our new recruit? He was tasked with handling today's inspection. Given how long it's taking him, it's possible he ran into trouble, but I'm supposed to be supervising things here. Check behind the tower, and you should find him. Behind the tower it is. So up we go. If I remember correctly, yep, right here.
Can I help you? Wait, the drum major sent you? Can't be good, I've wasted too much time. I've already finished checking the drum in the tower, mind you, but I just had to go and drop my tools and now I can't find them. Will you help me look? I could really use a second pair of eyes right now.
Yeah, you're trusting someone who's not all that good at looking for stuff with finding something. Well, you said you dropped it, so maybe somewhere specifically like over here? Yeah, don't want to drop too much. Alright, back we go. Yeah, nothing to it. So back up the stairs. And we'll let him know that we got it. Yeah, you're pushed in a very awkward spot, I will say.
Unlock.
Yep, right here.
I'm so glad you found them. You're a lifesaver, truly. If I dared to report back without them, the Major would have grilled me to a fine char.
Yeah, probably eating you like salmon.
With that settled, I really must return to my other duties. I'd be most grateful if you could inform the Major on my behalf.
Sure thing. Yeah, let's talk to the bear again. Hey, Ursa Major, we're back. There you are. I'm told you helped our recruit find the inspection kit after he dropped it. Your generosity means more to our community than you might realize. This drum is essential for the protection and well-being of our people. It not only marks the time of day, but also honors the lad's guard returning home from duty. And, in times of crisis, it can be used to warn the populace of danger. That is why we must keep it in pristine condition at all times. But of course, our most common duty as the Fife and Drum Corps is to perform as a musical ensemble. Yeah, I kinda gathered that. It takes tremendous upper arm strength to beat a drum of this scale. And as Major, my job is to pound our greenest recruits into shape. Perhaps I've been slacking. Before I forget, take this. You've earned it. Yeah, it's also a shame we don't actually see the drum itself. But we'll take 398,000 experience points and 872 gil. And off goes Ursa Major. Alright, now we gotta go to closer to the main aetheryte, so why don't we just warp there? Alright, so down here is where we'll find our last side quest for now here in Tuliolol, courtesy of a Palo Peddler, who seems to be deep in thought, but why? And why does it look like that you may have stolen Mr. You-Know-Who's backpack? I'm sure Aaronville would not be impressed. Let's go ahead and speak with this peddler to take on our last quest for now here in Tuliolol, entitled Special Orders, Special Deliveries. The Palo Peddler has no clue how to navigate Tuliolol. So it's your first time?
Oh, I'm in a pickle. Can't exactly deliver the order if I'm lost now, can I? Curse these twisting streets.
Can I introduce you to the Crystarium?
You there, with your decidedly unflappable composure, you know your way around these streets, yes? Could you pay a visit to my customers and let them know that I bought their orders?
I sure can.
Brilliant. Now you'll be looking for 2 different houses in the Resplendent Quarter. The first has deep blue and yellow walls with feather decorations that hang from the eaves. The man who lives there is a very eloquent Hanu Hanu. The second is home to a rather voracious moblin. You're looking for sky blue walls with a yellow roof, a storehouse, and decorative vases out front.
Yeah, we gotta look for specific locations. Which makes sense because these do have to be delivered to addresses. So yeah, what say you there, Amazon? Given that we are in an area that would be considered the Amazon in real life. Yeah, this game says go up, and so we'll go up. So yeah, we see sky blue and yellow roof and sky blue walls. Is the person of interest inside? The answer is yes. So here's the voracious moblin. Hello there.
Ah! Special order of more flowers here at last. Now I have all the ingredients to craft and break loaves of rot bread.
Is that to go with Grey Flox's smelly cheese?
Haven't heard of more flour? Mixing blend of wheat and mycotoxins with a stinky sweet smell. In Earthenshire, all breads and cookies are crafty baked with it. Essential element of traditional Mobby cuisine. Since stingy shopkeepers of Tuliolal refused to stock it, my only option was to bulk buy with a Pelu Pelu goods bearer. Now to go and bring back my package. Many thanks to kind Lowlander.
I heard about that. It's a shame that it's being used for that reason. Because the country has a lot of land. Why do they need to use the Amazon to do that? I just want to make sure I remember that's the... yeah. The other has deep blue and yellow walls with feather decorations from the hanging out of eaves. Well, this looks deep blue and yellow, and these do look like feathers. And here we find an eloquent Hanu Hanu. Dear me, you mean to say my packages arrived? I had some dried reeds imported from Okehonu, you see. Ordered them as soon as I heard the crops had recovered. Though I may live in Tuliolo now, I always keep my homeland close to heart. To a Hanu Hanu like myself, there is no greater comfort than the smell of reeds when I walk through the door. Speaking of which, I'd better go fetch them, hadn't I? There are a few areas that I could do with a bit of touching up. Alright, so let's head on back. Well, as much as I did read about that, I did also see a video a couple of years ago before the pandemic started, where they showed that there were some environmental experts that were trying to come up with ways to repopulate the forests. And what they actually came up with was to cover the land in citrus peels, and that helped to nourish the land so that new trees could grow. Whether or not they're actually doing that in Brazil long term to repopulate the forest, I don't know. But if it is working, then hopefully they will do it. So let's speak with the peddler to complete the quest.
I see you managed to find them. Thanks to you, the packages have safely reached my customers' hands. Paws? Claws? In the meantime, I've been browsing Bayside Bevy. The shops here have all the most common daily necessities, along with a variety of goods from other far-flung corners of Tyrol. But Tuliolal is a melting pot of cultures with their own unique needs, and sometimes the limited selection here doesn't cut it.
Yeah, forgot to switch my screen back.
That's where we come in. As peddlers, we travel to those distant locales, but buy their most sought-after goods
and deliver them to the residents here. For a price, mind. Speaking of travel, did you come here from Eorzea by chance? I've yet to venture out there for import goods, but one of these days I might just have to make the trip. Oh, and before I forget, your fee. Well, thank you. So we'll take our 398,000 experience points and 699 gil. That takes care of that for now, in and around Tudiolal. So we've got that wave cleared out, and it means that we still have time to go back to the main story, so what do you say we forge on?